Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. I am working from home, getting a little late start today, but I want to jump into the message this morning in conjunction with yesterday's message about parenting. I am not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist, I don't have a degree in nothing, but I have been a parent for 28 years. My kids are 28, 25, 24, and 22. And part of my learning is learning to stop calling them kids and call them adults because they're all adults. They'll always be my babies, but they are adults. And my question to you is, do you want your children to fear you or love you? Now, early on, because you're going to say both, but early on, you want them to fear you because you're instilling morals and values. Don't touch the stove is going to burn your hand, or don't run into the street. Cars may be coming, you get hit by a car. But as you evolve, as your children evolve and grow up, so does your parenting. It has to change. And for me, I wanted the kids to fear me when they were younger. But as they got older, I wanted them to love me. And love me as I am. I didn't went through the fire, and I didn't put a roof over your head, and I didn't bought the clothes, and I didn't did all of this stuff. I took care of them. But they really couldn't stand me. They love me, but they can't stand me. And it bothered me a lot. It bothered me a lot. And it bothered me to the point because I knew I was raising them the way my mother raised me. But the truth is, she wasn't right. My mother wasn't right with the way she raised me, the way she talked to me. So abrasive, so aggressive, and she's preparing me for the world. This woman was preparing me to go to war with any person that walked up to me. And that did develop me into the woman I am today. But at the same time, I grew such a hardened shell that filtered onto my kids. So I got myself into therapy 3 years ago. I wanted to be a better mother. I wanted to be a better woman. And therapy is all on you. Therapy is admitting your traumas, being honest. How did you feel when that happened? And the process of unlearning all of these bad habits I had picked up from my mother. And it's been very difficult, and it's gotten progressively easier because now I don't have a problem admitting fault or admitting where I went wrong, especially to my kids. And creating that safe space for them to talk to me has been pivotal. Absolutely pivotal. I don't want my kids to fear me. Fear is not respect. If you don't create a safe space for these kids to talk to you, they're going to talk to other people. They're going to talk to them kids at school. You don't know what them kids is going to guide them into doing. You have to do your due diligence as a parent, and as a parent, you evolve. The same things you did when they were 10, you don't do it that when they're 20. They know how to not put their hand on the stove, but the lessons don't stop. You have to let them know that they can talk to you. And it's not you saying it. It's you telling them and creating open dialogue for no judgment. Stop judging these kids. Stop it. That's why when they get older, they're not going to mess with you at all. My son told me that. When we was beefing real bad, he said, when I have kids, I'll never bring my kids around you. And it hurt. Because I said the same thing to my mother. I kept my kids away from my mother for a few years because I couldn't stand her. I'm like, I don't want my kids around her. I grew up around that mess. My son said the same thing about me. And that hurt. Got myself into therapy. Learned how to talk through these traumas. Learned how to talk through the issues that I have. And I created that safe space for my kids to talk to me without judgment. My son saw the video from yesterday. And he sent me a long text message this morning, real early in the morning. Told me how proud of me he was. And these are happy tears because I did the work. And I did the work because I wanted to be a better mother. Because I know I didn't do everything right. And I know I didn't say everything right. But I knew the payoff would be really huge. To hear my son tell me he's proud of me means the world to me. Better than any accolade I could ever get. And these are happy tears. And what I'm telling you is, don't keep going in your life letting your kids hate you. Talk to them. Talk to them about how you grew up. Talk to them about your traumas so y'all can heal together. Do not miss out on important years because you feel like I did the roof over their head and I bought them clothes and all of that shit. None of that fucking matters if your kids hate your guts. Because of who you are. Because you so fucking judgmental. That was my problem. And I admitted what my problems were. And I apologized to my kids. That is pivotal for me. I don't know what you've been through. But this is my testimony. I'm telling you, do the work. Get yourself into therapy. And heal through the process. Tell them you're in therapy. Tell them you are working through your issues because you identified that you do have issues. Stop saying ain't shit wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. And it's okay. It's not a bad thing. Talking about how you grew up and the things you experienced and the things you saw is pivotal because you're carrying all of that in your life today. All of that stays with you. Do the work. Do the work. It's worth it. I believe in you. You can do the work. Do the work.